Hello there, Russell Mark here from Go Shooting. Today I want to talk to you about the minor adjustments I see many competitors making to their shotguns, equipment and technique, and just how much difference do these little alterations make. How many times have you seen someone who's having a really bad day in the car park moving their adjustable stock up and down? The most common adjustment I see being made in the car park is the adding or taking away of just 1 millimeter of height in the comb of your shotgun, thinking that will turn the previous round of 18 out of 25 into a perfect score because you've been missing shooting under or over targets all day. Now, you may very well have been shooting under all of your targets, but adding just 1 solitary millimeter will only raise the pattern by about 4%. I doubt alone that will add 6 or 7 targets to your following round. The only way to prove how much physical change you've made to your comb is by using a pattern board. My experience tells me you would be hard pressed to see the difference that 1 millimeter will make. My gut says you need about 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch to really see any prominent physical changes in this department. My next favourite is watching someone stick a coin under the top of their recoil pad, thinking it will significantly change the pitch of their shotgun. The 2 or 3 millimeters at the top of the pad won't alter anything too much in relation to how the shotgun will recoil on your shoulder. To do this properly, you'll need a special pitched spacer to evenly distribute the change of angle across the entire length of your recoil pad. Next, we have someone who is struggling to hit the harder angle targets and thinks that the answer may be by using faster ammunition so they'll no longer shoot meters behind their target. They are so wrong. The difference in lead needed to break a target between 2 shot shells that have an extra 50 feet muzzle velocity per second is inconsequential. I defy any trap shooter to physically make that calculation whilst they are shooting in a competition. Another one that we've discussed in the past is that when you're using harder composition clay targets, you must tighten up your chokes. That is another myth. Just because the targets are harder doesn't mean all of a sudden you become a more accurate competitor, but by tightening up your chokes you will need to be. I would suggest if you're really worried about target composition, then try slightly larger shot. Another common myth about rectifying your lack of lead on hard angle targets is to think that pulling your hand back towards the mechanism of the shotgun will actually help. About all this will do will make the barrel swing uncontrollably. Lead in trap shooting is generated by swinging your entire body, not just your leading hand. We could go on forever, however, some people will say they've tried all of these little changes and in the past they've worked for them. Now, I've got no doubt these little changes may have worked for them in the past. I don't doubt that for a minute actually, but here's why. It is commonly called the placebo effect. If you think a small change in height, cast technique, or even a change in shot shell will break more targets, it generally will work for you if you honestly believe it. How many times have you picked up a new shotgun or tried new ammo and shot brilliantly with it? That is until your old habits start to form again, and once again then you'll form doubt. If you are serious about getting better, I strongly suggest you keep a diary of all the changes to the guns, ammo and technique you make over time, so you'll actually find out what works for you and what doesn't. I hope this little piece of advice helps, and as always I look forward to seeing you at a Go Shooting range really soon.